हेलो दोस्तों, हम लाए हैं आपके लिए नगुगी थियों का एक टॉपिक जो किसी स्टूडेंट ने डिमांड करी थी। अब लीजिए, लेट्स सी, आप देखिए। इंट्रोडक्शन। डिकोलोनाइजेशन इज़ द opposite of colonization. India, Pakistan, China and Sri Lanka became free from foreign rule. This was decolonization. Ngugi wa Thiong. Ngugi wa Thiong is a Kenyan author and academic who writes primarily in Gikuyu and who formerly wrote in English. He has been described as having been considered East Africa's leading novelist. He is the founder editor of the Gikuyu language journal Mutri. His short story, The Upright Revolution, or Why Humans Walk Upright, is translated into 100 languages from around the world. His landmark play Nagahika and Nadinada, co-written with Ngugi wa Miri, was a commercial success. In the United States, he is the currently distinguished professor of comparative literature and English at the University of California in Irvine. Ngugi has frequently been regarded as a likely candidate for the Nobel Prize in Literature. Early education. Ngugi was born in Komeritu near Limuru in Kiambu district, Kenya, of Kikuyu descent, and baptized James Ngugi. His family was caught up in the Mau Mau uprising. His half-brother Wangi was actively involved in the Kenya Land and Freedom Army, during which he was killed. Another brother was shot during the state of emergency, and his mother was tortured at Komeritu guard post. अब लिखेंगे decolonizing the mind. The essay Decolonizing the Mind has been written by Ngugi wa Thiong, one of the famous Afro-African writers in English literature. Most of his works deal with discrimination being done on the black. His important work includes The Black Hermit, Sunday Nation, As I Saw It, and Weep Not She. In the present essay, the writer has tried to present the effect of colonial education and colonial language, that is, the effect of English education and English language on their culture and mother tongue. In this essay, the writer has tried to present the view that colonial intervention is affecting the growth of culture and mind of their native people. He has also present the importance of mother tongue in the education of child. They can understand these terms of technology properly only when there is some equivalently in their own language. So learning for the colonial child became a cerebral activity and not art emotionally felt uprising experience. This new language certainly dominates the language, but this is also a truth that the original native language can be neither completely broken nor destroyed. Spoken and written, he spoke native. The written language, a child uprising, die school, his spoken language at home. They think that this is the only assist way to change their culture and thus overpower their mind and thought. He remarks. Economic and political control can never be completely or effective without mental control. They dominate the mental universe of the colonized, and thus the natives are separated from their real self. The writer satirizes that they must also learn their native culture and language to save themselves and their culture from colonialism. Conclusion. To conclude, we can say that the colonialism has not only affected the countries, but it has also affected the culture, language, and mind of the people. So he wants that they should decolonize their mind from colonialism and try to revive their mother tongue and culture. दोस्तों, अगर ये टॉपिक आपको अच्छी लगी तो प्लीज़ लाइक एंड शेयर कीजिए और आप कोई स्टूडेंट बता दें। इससे 2 क्वेश्चन बन सकते हैं। एक डिकोलोनाइजेशन पूछेगा तो आप लिख सकते हैं, और एक नवुगिथियों के बारे में कुछ पूछे तो आप उसका ये इंट्रोडक्शन दे के नवुगिथियों का लिख दीजिए। और अगर इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद डिकोलोनाइजेशन पूछे तो आप दूसरा जो टॉपिक है उसमें वहाँ से इंट्रोडक्शन के बाद लिखेंगे। अगर आपको कोई और भी टॉपिक चाहिए तो प्लीज़ आप कमेंट बॉक्स में कमेंट्स करें, हम आपको ज़रूर प्रोवाइड कराएंगे। ओके, बाय।